What happens when a lie boils over in a pot of simmering truth? The air at the Willow Creek Chili Fest was thick with the scent of cumin, tomatoes, and smoky heat. Hundreds gathered under the autumn sun, their laughter mingling with the sizzle of stovetops. Booths lined the town square, each promising the best chili recipe in the county. At the heart of it all was Mama Rosa's stand, a local legend, where a line snaked around the block for a taste of her fiery, soul-warming stew. But one woman, Karen Whitaker, wasn't about to wait. Karen stormed to the front of the line, her designer sunglasses glinting with entitlement. "I'm a professional chef," she declared, voice sharp enough to cut through the crowd's murmur. "I don't wait in lines. I need a bowl now to evaluate your recipe for my blog." Her words dripped with condescension, as if Mama Rosa's decades of craft were beneath her. The crowd muttered, some rolling their eyes, others too stunned to respond. Rosa, a stout woman with a warm smile and calloused hands, raised an eyebrow but kept stirring her pot. "A chef? Well, we're all equal here. Line's back there, sweetheart." Karen's face reddened. She wasn't used to being told no. She'd built a small online following by bullying local restaurants into free meals, claiming culinary expertise she didn't have. Her reviews were less about food and more about power-demanding special treatment than trashing anyone who defied her. Today, she saw Mama Rosa's stand as just another conquest. "Do you know who I am?" she snapped, leaning over the counter. "I could ruin your little stand with one post." Rosa's smile didn't waver, but her eyes hardened. "Threats don't get you chili, ma'am. Take a number." The crowd snickered, but Karen wasn't done. She shoved her way behind the booth, grabbed a ladle, and started scooping chili into a bowl herself. Gasps rippled through the onlookers. "If you won't serve me, I'll serve myself," she barked, splattering sauce on her pristine white blouse. That's when the truth started to simmer. A teenage volunteer, Mia, stepped forward, her phone already recording. "You're not a chef," she said, voice trembling but firm. "I follow your blog. You posted a recipe last week that was just microwave canned soup with parsley on top." The crowd erupted in laughter, and Karen froze, the ladle dripping in her hand. Mia, barely 16, had been helping Rosa all summer, learning the art of chili from scratch. She knew a fraud when she saw one. Karen's lie was unraveling, but she doubled down. "How dare you, you little brat!" she shrieked, tossing the ladle back into the pot, splashing chili across the booth. "I train at Le Cordon Bleu." The claim was absurd. Mia's video was already spreading online, and locals were quick to chime in. "Didn't she say last month she was a vegan chef?" one posted. "She told my diner she was allergic to gluten, then ate a whole pizza," another added. Karen's web of lies was collapsing, exposed by a teenager with a smartphone and a knack for truth. The confrontation escalated as Rosa stepped between Karen and Mia. "You want to play chef?" "Fine," Rosa said, her voice low and dangerous. She handed Karen an apron. "Cook, right now. Show us your skills." The crowd cheered, sensing a showdown. Karen hesitated, her bravado flickering. She'd never cooked chili in her life. Her expertise was all bluster and borrowed recipes. But with eyes on her, she couldn't back down. She grabbed a fresh pot, tossing in random ingredients from Rosa's meticulously organized station. Canned beans, a fistful of chili powder, a splash of soda, and started stirring with a manic energy. Enter Javier, the unexpected twist. A quiet man in his 60s, Javier was a retired chef who'd mentored Rosa decades ago. He'd been watching from the crowd, sipping coffee, unnoticed until now. "You're scorching the spices," he called out, stepping forward. His voice was calm, but carried the weight of authority. "A real chef knows you toast them gently, not burn them to ash." The crowd hushed. Javier's presence shifted the air here, was someone who'd earned his stripes, not claimed them. Karen's face twisted in panic as she stirred her bubbling, acrid mess. "Mind your business, old man," she snapped, but her hand shook. Javier didn't flinch. He walked to the booth, picked up a spoon, and tasted her chili. His grimace said it all. "This," he said, loud enough for everyone to hear, "tastes like regret and bad decisions." The crowd roared, some filming, others chanting, Taste it. Taste it. Rosa, ever the showwoman, handed Karen a bowl of her own creation. Go on, chef. Try your masterpiece. Karen's downfall was as swift as it was brutal. She took a spoonful, gagged, and spit it out, the bitter, burnt sludge betraying her facade. The crowd's laughter was deafening now, but it wasn't just mockery, it was justice. Karen's lies had caught up with her, and her chili was the proof. She tried to flee, but the festival organizers, tipped off by Mia's video, were already approaching. You're banned from the fest, one said, holding up a tablet showing Karen's blog, now flooded with comments calling out her scams. Her phone buzzed with notifications her followers were turning on her, reposting Mia's video, and her online empire was crumbling. As Karen stumbled away, leaving her ruined chili and tattered pride behind, Rosa turned to the crowd. Who's next? She called, her smile back in full force. The line reformed, longer than ever, as people clamored for her chili, now legendary not just for its flavor, but for its role in Karen's defeat. Mia, still shaken but proud, got a hug from Rosa and a free bowl of chili. Javier, ever humble, slipped back into the crowd, his coffee cup in hand. The festival continued, the air lighter now, as if Karen's exit had lifted a weight. Rosa's chili sold out by sundown, and Mia's video went viral, not just for the drama, but for the lesson. Authenticity always wins. Karen, meanwhile, was left to stew in her own failure, her blog abandoned, her lies exposed. The town of Willow Creek would talk about that day for years, a reminder that no one can fake their way to the top forever. What do you think? Did Karen deserve her comeuppance? Or was the crowd too harsh? Share your thoughts.